struggle throughout league play, that they do have a win over the Oregon Ducks. You know, the Ducks have not been so mighty here in this CRL season. We'll see if they return to form against the Miners now. Skippy starting it off, could not get by the defense of Sugar, and here is Time. Got Sugar well out in front. Time will guide that off to the side, and might have actually had another decent look at that ball. The Oregon defense kind of played that passively, and a lack of communication, or maybe a pinch gone awry. Either way, it wasn't clean getting out of the zone.
You're right, it wasn't clean. Meanwhile, Missouri S&T looking for it, and will find it. Time. First goal of the series here for the Miners.
I guess. Boy, you did not expect Time to get a look that clean. But he had all the time in the world, and 30-plus seconds in, Oregon find themselves trailing. Remember how critical Imminent is to what Oregon's going to try to do against the Miners on the attack. When he was on the last time we saw Oregon, they were unstoppable. When they were able to take him out of the game and make somebody else beat them, well, Oregon kind of struggled. We got to see more out of Leland and Skippy as the season rolls on.
Been a bit quiet here so far in game one for Oregon. Most of this has been, testing touches and a lot of boomer ball. But Missouri S&T is taking advantage of that. And it looks like they do it again. Time slots it right past the defense for the second goal.
Oh, Missouri S&T out to a lightning quick start. This is what they've been waiting for all season. A game like this to start off a series. We've seen teams jump all over them on offense time and time again. As Sugar now going up the ladder. He's going to get by one. Got around a second, but Time shot a save.
And that's the first one Time's missed. He's been 2 for 2. Now, will we see Oregon on the offense? Something that, they've been a little bit quiet with. This one will go into that corner. We'll see Time try to create another play. And the defense does show up for Oregon, but that's really been it for the most part. Everything has been so, non-secure in terms of Oregon's style of play. You can't really rely on anything right now. So they're trying to get things under control early.
Leland couldn't keep possession as Oregon continues to struggle getting out of their own zone. Against Missouri Science and Tech, only 2 shots on net in the first half. Been outshot 5-2. That counts as a shot. And that tells you how important official shot totals are. Leland out to Imminent, and Sugar did all he could just to delay him. And I think that's got to be the key against Oregon, is to not just don't let Imminent walk in on net. Even if you disrupt it a little bit, make him pass the ball off to Leland or to Skippy and challenge them to step up. Imminent will try and center here. That is not where Oregon wants him. The Skippy looking for Leland. They'll make the connection, but nothing towards the net itself.
Edmund is trying to grab this one in midfield, but he won't be able to do too much with it, and it will be cleared out. Not the best here from Oregon so far. It seems like, they've been playing a much more thought out game of Rocket League. Missouri S&T, meanwhile, going for everything, trying to, again, build off of their 2-goal lead. There's still a lot of time left in game. Plenty of time for Oregon to get on a run.
Up the way out of the corner. Just Skippy, free ball. Tried to bounce it in, and Bernie goes up to the crossbar to officially not make a save. But they'll take it. Keeps the ball out of net. Sugar does get a save this time. And this will be popped away, but only as far as Skippy, who delays well above Sugar. And that's the clear that S&T needed. Just get it down to the blue back line and make Oregon go the length of the field yet again. Leland whiffed on this. Imminent couldn't get there ahead of Sugar. Here goes Time. One-on-one with Skippy. Leland gets back in the fray and breaks it up.
You're able to break it up now, but still not being able to do too much here. Missouri S&T holding on. Up by 2. Imminent. Oh, that's a lot of speed behind that one. And Oregon find their first goal of the series.
I mean, Skippy is literally a sitting duck in midfield, but nobody could hit him. He hits Imminent with a perfect ball. Nobody could get up for it. 46 seconds to go. Oregon is right back in it. Big kickoff here, and it goes right to Leland, but not clean contact. And that gives Missouri S&T a big relief. So here's Imminent, again beaten by Bernie. I think they kind of learned their lesson. Sugar forced one through, goes off the crossbar. Both Bernie and Sugar ended up either on or behind the goal line, though. So here goes Leland. Opportunity with Sugar taken off the field. It's loose in front, and nobody dove. Oh, you're down a goal. You may not get another look as good as that. Imminent. Oh, if he beat time, it would have been tied. But he does not, and we go down to 10 seconds. One last look for the Oregon Ducks. Delayed again by time, and he'll just try and down this ball. Play it where they ain't. Bernie. Oh, Sugar, a little indecisive, but it doesn't matter as he does not get burned. They do have to get back. Skippy lost control, and Missouri Science and Tech takes game 1.
Miners start this one off with 2 back-to-back goals from time, and after that, it was really all she wrote. I feel like Oregon played too spaced out, as we saw a lot of chances where, you know, the ball would float in front and you're expecting a second man challenge and the second man isn't there. And you start to wonder, okay, well, where is he? It's not like it just seemed like he was out to play and waiting for the ball to come in midfield. You even called it yourself in the final 30 seconds. It looked like a clear drive for Oregon, but still the patience there. And I'm questioning the patience now because you don't have time to be patient. You dropped 2 goals early. Now, if you have the lead, it's a little bit different. But Oregon is a team that has to settle into a series to really take advantage. And I wouldn't be surprised if they start coming back here a little bit later. But for Missouri S&T, the time is now. Strike early and make this one short.
Oregon got a late start to their season, so they're still only about halfway through all their league play. They've played 9 matches. They come in at 5-4. But they do have an all-important win over LSU. Hey, who has played tonight that hasn't beat LSU, it seems? We're just seeing all of the Tigers' greatest hits, apparently. Imminent. Shot blocked away well out in front. No follow-up immediately, but Skippy very patiently playing that off to the corner. I think it's a good play, but can they materialize anything out of it? They cannot with Imminent off the field.
That demo only goes to show you the sign that is Missouri S&T. Again, they will not wait. And as patient as Oregon are, they got to be willing to pull the trigger as well. This one so far is though still tied up as Oregon moving downfield, and that's going to be a solid demo. Leland tries to get it out to midfield, but Bernie is there to knock it away.
Oh, Skippy played that laterally, but time was waiting for it. Sugar now could not take that away from Skippy, who had all day to play. Now Leland's got to climb up the back wall, and Imminent able to grab that corner boost and just launch this all the way down to Skippy. He's a decoy here for Imminent, but Imminent never got off the ground. You can see the creativity there from Oregon. The plays are there. The intent is there. Execution, not so much. Theory's got to meet practice sooner rather than later, as time has forever to play this ball. Time against Imminent. And time will get this ball central, but Leland is right there. That's a great job by Imminent, too. You don't always have to jump in and make the challenge. Just delay long enough. Double on the way!
Oh!
And he snacks the bottom corner.
Usually this one doesn't go in. This is a good pickup. Uses all the boost, starts feathering towards the end. And I mean, the perfect bounce and in on the other side of the goal. That's really good. That's really good.
That is world-class defense on one side and offense on the other, not 15 seconds apart from each other. Now Leland cut off by Bernie, but there's no boost for him to find, so he's got to settle for pennies. Picking up whatever he can, and the defense of Oregon almost falling over each other here. Leland got in front of Bernie. Time now over towards Bernie, but Bernie's got to rotate out, and he won't get that midfield boost. Skippy wisely took it away from him, but because Bernie went back, he can play that ball.
Now this is part of the Oregon win condition. We talk about them being slow and methodical And this, when they have that lead, now you see Missouri S&T, they're going to try to force something here. Oregon don't need to score, so everything is in their hands in terms of control. We'll see how they manage it, though. Bottom half of game 2, or just now here. And Oregon looking to pick up another goal as they are on the press, but that's a big challenge. A big turnaround from Sugar. He does it all by himself. And we got a tied-up ball game.
And on today's episode of Rocket League Academy, we learn not to leave the net wide open. You might want to have somebody back. How many times did UT Dallas score from right around there, just on an open net in the previous series? And then we see one here that ties up game 2.
Wow. I mean, and that's all just individual effort from Sugar. I mean, really good challenges. Now Missouri S&T, make this one interesting. As we saw Oregon with a good start. Leland, almost a chance there. And Bernie will take that one. Trying to pass the time in transition, but Imminent making sure to knock that one out.
Imminent trying to make the solo play, but Sugar is all over. A 2-on-1 opportunity. Leland trying to take down Bernie. Bernie just did a little brake check to get around Leland. Now time shot deflects off of Bernie. That actually keeps possession for the Miners. That goes over. Time's follow-up goes through.
What?
It pitches in off of Leland. How's the placement
This
here?
way, look at that. Like Leland tries, and does it also go off to Skippy? It looked like it was going to pinch out. I can't tell if it hit the Skippy too on the way out there, but that's a picture perfect shot from Time. Unbelievable. He's still shooting this well in game 2. Missouri S&T with the 1-goal lead here. This is exactly what you want to see from the Miners.
Imminent has 2 goals in this series. The Skippy has an assist, and that is it for the offense of the Oregon Ducks. They have got to manufacture something, and it might have to be somebody else. The Skippy downfield. As Imminent trailing in behind him. Maybe it doesn't have to be somebody else. Got to turn on this. Got the shot behind Time, but it bangs off the crossbar.
Unbelievable.
How'd they let him even get a look that good?
And he had the looky, but you got to score those too. But meanwhile, Sugar almost trying to get a nice double tap of his own. Final 40 seconds here. In game 2. Oregon started off on a hot note, but since then, it's been the cold from them. They're trying to look for a tying goal. Can the Skippy get it through? No, he hit it straight to Time. 2 whiffs, and Bernie clear that out.
The Skippy thought about turning in, but Imminent called him off. What can the CRL rookie do here? He's still downfield. Leland got bumped as well, so Imminent got to rush back. Got a piece of time. Will it buy the time? It does!
What?
Imminent barely gets back. What a Herculean effort to stop that from going through. Now Leland for the Skippy. This bounces down with no time left. The Skippy's got Leland, but Bernie downs it, and Missouri S&T come from behind and take game 2.
And Missouri S&T are picking Oregon apart, and Oregon just struggling to find an answer. It's wild, or you would think it's wild to think that Oregon, who just beat LSU 3-2 off stream, is struggling here. But then you look at another result, a new result with Cal State Fullerton coming in, a 3-1 victory over LSU. It just seems like LSU's on a downward spiral. Yeah, we just got that information. So, the Tigers on a downward spiral. The Ducks took advantage, but now we got to see the Ducks quack back. Game 3 coming up soon here, and they're a match point.
I mean, LSU falling down the standings even quicker than Arizona did last season. My goodness. Chalk it up to a bad day at the office. At least they're still sitting at 9-4. 9 wins. Going to be plenty to stay in the playoff picture. In fact, just at a glance, it looks like they've easily confirmed a spot, but still, you'd like to be a little higher. You'd like to not be dropping down as quickly as they are. They played so many more series than some of the teams chasing them. We get back here to Oregon and Missouri S&T, and we do not get back to Oregon and Missouri S&T. We're missing the Skippy for just a moment. So while we get that sorted out, maybe call it just, I don't know, a tactical timeout, right? That's what it is. Clearly.
I mean, that's the best way to do tactical timeout. Say someone's lagging. So,
Do it the NRG way.
at
Oh,
least for
sorry, I
them.
gotta go to the bathroom. Sorry.
Right, tactical time. Oh my goodness! But yeah, it looks like they have everything figured out, and they are going to restart that kickoff. But yeah, momentary lapse for Oregon in the minors. I think it's kind of funny though. So looking at this one with the Skippy lagging out of Discord and us getting game 3 on your screen. Hopefully the communication between Oregon improves, and obviously, I mean, both internet wise and on the field, because you even see that a double commit to start us off.
He does seem to be back in, and everything seems to be fine, at least according to the team. Skippy's shot is not fine. It's saved by Bernie, and Sugar will collect this, so he jumped in front of Time, and I mean, you look at all 3 cars. Finally, Time splitters off to track down Boost. But he's having to settle for pennies because Oregon always a threat to just launch anything in the net. Skippy went after Time as well, but did not make contact. Sugar does clear. Now Leland can try to play this back into the Missouri S&T half of the field. Now it'll be Skippy. Imminent's got to block this and does. Can Oregon finally spring him? Can they get him unleashed? Imminent's shot is saved with Leland chasing down Time.
Ooh, good first touchdown from Bernie. Sugar wants to clear this out. Oregon backs against the wall here. But how will they respond? I mean, I think that's a big question. As again, they got to turn up the heat. They got to force the issue to the minors. Doesn't seem like they've been doing that. And again, miscommunications continue. Imminent boosted up. He was supersonic going towards the ball, but had to adjust off the pass.
Nobody got this as it goes all the way across. Leland shot off the post, and Bernie own goals off this little dinky touch by Skippy.
Yeah, this one looks super awkward. Obviously, Skippy is there, but Bernie gets bumped by Sugar, which throws it off. Just like a lot of panic in front of the net. And Oregon get away with it, and okay.
Finally, somebody other than Imminent scores for Oregon, and that's how. Oh boy, Leland gonna try tough angle. No, Imminent there on an empty net, and it's 2-0.
Now this one seems like, again, just another big jumble here for the Miners. Double commit, open net, and Imminent will pick up his goal, of course.
I don't want to say it, but last match of the night, this is where all the crazy comes out. We nearly saw a reverse sweep between UT Dallas and Arizona. It goes to another Game 5 OT. And now, Oregon up big on Missouri S&T in a match they have to win to keep the series alive. This is Bernie. Needed a second touch over Leland. Got it, but it goes right to Skippy. The positioning for Oregon so much better now in Game 3, and they are just picking apart Missouri S&T.
I told you it takes them a while to get loaded into a series, and now things are finally starting to connect. Just Skippy with a solid pass to Imminent, 3-0 in the first half of Game 3.
This should be Bernie's ball, but he's going to have a tough time keeping control. Got a shot off, and it's Imminent, of course, at the back to make the save. And of course, that's going to be Imminent's role now with Oregon holding this big lead. Make sure they don't burn it. Bernie popped one up and has to go after this himself. But there's nobody downfield where he's throwing that ball. You can't dump and then start chasing. Somebody's got to be downfield for it. Skippy scores here, and it's a runaway for Oregon.
Look at that. Off the ceiling pass from Leland. That's a great pass, too. Follow-up shot. Well done from Skippy. 4-0. As Oregon have just come alive in this game. And, I've been waiting to say it. But the Ducks are quacking back.
They look mighty now, but it's only one game out of the 3 they've got to win in a row to take down Missouri S&T and avenge their earlier loss. Sugar has that pop up. Leland, great block on time as Bernie has to get back, and boy, Imminent is right there with him, sets up this, and Sugar makes the save. He even took out Imminent along the process.
Meanwhile, on the orange half, it just seems like Missouri S&T still trying to find their footing after, you know, the own goal to kick this one off. Never really seemed like they recovered. But not only have they struggled to recover, they're just struggling everywhere. You see some double commits coming out, the defense on strings as they are moving to the sound of Oregon. That was almost a good goal from Skippy.
You could see Bernie start to come out. He realized the Skippy had him beat by a mile, and then he just sits there. It's almost like he set the controller down like, all right, I hope he puts it right at me. Or plan B, the host bails him out. Time there on the doorstep. Gets one back with 1:08 to go.
Okay, Missouri S&T not going to go at least without scoring here. I think that's good for them in terms of, you know, trying to shake things off. Because this does look like we're going to go into a game 4. But the Miners, in terms of that, at least we see some successful offense from them. Now let's see what they can do in the final minute.
Wouldn't count him out just yet. That shot was on, and Imminent made the save. Bernie's shot rolled up by Skippy. That's just about got to do it as a shot whistles wide. One more look. Sugar quick turn. The sense of urgency is there for Missouri S&T. They know they can't afford to give a team like Oregon any leverage at all, but it seems like even against their will, it is going to be so. Here goes Imminent again to set up Skippy. An important do to get others involved in the offense, even while this one's been out of hand for a while, just to see somebody else light the lamp every once in a while. Imminent looking for Leland or Skippy. Neither got there. At least neither could put a shot on. And now the final seconds will burn away. And Missouri S&T unsuccessful in their first effort to close out Oregon. Can Oregon keep it going as we head towards Utopia Coliseum? Another potential reverse sweep, Daz.
Wow. What a game here for Oregon for them to be able to get right back into things. I really want to see them build off of this a little bit more, but Missouri S&T did show some signs towards the end, Stacks.
Showed signs of life, and you know, you always wonder, where does the momentum lie in a game like this? Where, okay, Oregon was in control from pretty much from the starting gun, but then Missouri S&T at least got one back, and they still hold all the cards here. They're still on match point, trying to close out Oregon. You like to think the momentum has shifted a little bit towards the Ducks, but momentum can be a very fickle thing.
See, you're right. You are right. We've seen it shift plenty of times over the course of the series here. It is up, though, for the Miners to be consistent because Oregon have found the blueprint. And it looks like they're almost starting off on the same note. They are! Skippy with the first goal.
Off the kickoff. How many times have we seen this happen to Missouri S&T? Time comes out, trying to do his best squishy impression. It does not work out. And Skippy scores 6 seconds in. This could be a painful game and rest of the series for the Miners. Oh, Time tried to fake out Leland, who is having none of it. This could go right out to Imminent. It does, but Time is right there to make sure there is no follow-up.
And this is solid from Time, but still not out of the woods yet as Missouri S&T. Oregon playing a much faster game. Almost great execution on that play. Bernie will get one solid clear out into the corner, but the pressure is still not gone. The Ducks have the ball here. All Missouri S&T's in. Skippy looking for some demos, but a good clear from Sugar finally eliminates the pressure for the moment. I say for the moment as Imminent tried to ring a shot off, but just a little too high.
Oh, this goes just wide. Missouri S&T catches a break. Not much of one. Time through one, but now Bernie will have to follow up the play. Sugar is lurking, but Imminent had time to backflip and play this ball out. Got the demo and a boost steal. Almost got Bernie. Imminent is like a demon possessed out there. Loose again, and Skippy can only play to the corner. Another demo as he takes out Sugar, trying to rotate back in. My God, the guy's a madman. Sugar trying to get a little revenge. Flip, reset, and that's going to force its way through.
No way!
Football had eyes. It threw off the entire defense, and the Miners could not score.
I can't believe it. Sugar had everything given straight to him. But again,
Nobody's
just
home.
couldn't find the ball.
Oh.
Bernie, oh, that pinches off of him and Leland. Eminent will grab this one, and Oregon will start to move out. But you can tell this 1-goal lead, fragile as can be. 3 minutes remaining, and a good block from Sugar.
Time. Oh, he called off Bernie, and he didn't actually have that ball. Thrown in front again. Time with a block, but does Skippy there alongside Leland. Problem is, you've got, even if you stop the Skippy and Leland at the same time, Imminent is lurking. Not anymore. Taken off the field by Bernie. Chance now for the Miners, and Leland comes in to vehemently swat that away.
Time trying to get that pass out. Saw Bernie there. Could have been a great transition. Just Skippy getting in the way though at time, not letting him have a free ball at all. But Time will still some boost. Meanwhile, Sugar across to Time. Good 50. It's going to ring on that sidewall. And the Skippy will have the clear. 2 minutes left here in game 4. And although Missouri S&T want to get back into this one, Oregon in the midfield is a tough foe for them to get past.
The Skippy battling with anybody he can find. This time it was Bernie. Does not have a follow-up, so Leland trying to take on the entire Miners defense. And it caused them to kind of crisscross around, and you can generate a team bump or 3 that way. This goes all the way across for Leland, and Bernie got in the way. Down to 90 seconds, another shot on, saved by Sugar. Leland still headhunting before he finally rotates out. Time might have got clipped by Skippy, doesn't matter, cut the shot off. Leland and Eminent crisscross. Somebody's still got to stay home, but the pass goes behind Sugar.
That's a good pinch. That's going to be really big for Oregon here. The Ducks are maintaining this 1-goal lead. Approaching the final minute of game 4. And game 5 potential on the way unless Time hits it. He does! Missouri S&T Miners back in the game.
All you need is a little opportunity. Sugar hits Time right on the button. Imminent jumped a little too late. Didn't have the angle. Just over a minute to go. Missouri S&T finds a way. And the season sweep of Oregon is still very much in play. Bernie trying to take this himself. The Skippy made one stop. And Sugar could not set up Bernie. Could not commit. Time lurking again, waiting for Sugar's pass, but this is blocked away. Oh, everybody misses now. Leland for the lead.
Look at him go. Leland on the ball, has 2 chasing, 1 in net, and he looks as comfortable as ever. No fears. He puts the shot home. Oregon Ducks getting back not only into this game, but into this series as they are fighting further to game 5.
Another late goal to potentially force game 5 by the team that had lost the first couple of games. All right, I've seen this episode before. Will it end the same way? Leland, he's giving that away, but Imminent bails him out. This goes laterally, though. Bernie rolled one in, and it's Imminent, who only sent it as far as Sugar. Down to 15 seconds left. That was kind of lazy defense. They got away with it. Down to 10 seconds. Bernie got through 1, but there is Leland trying to burn more time. Didn't have much boost to burn. Now with only 4 seconds left, all hands on deck for Missouri S&T. The Skippy makes the save. Sugar needs a teammate. Doesn't have one to pass to. And now Time's got to keep this in the air because there is none left. Bernie just playing wall ball right now. The Skippy's got it down this. Leland does. And we're headed to game 5 again.
It's something about the last match of the day, Stacks.
Always.
It's just a little bit different. Missouri S&T started this one off on a hot foot, but slowly and surely, Oregon got back into the game. And the lead, the possession, the momentum slips through Missouri S&T. And now they got to dig in and find it. Otherwise, the Oregon Ducks are going to pull off a reverse sweep. We're going to load up Champions Field here really soon to see who's going to take our last series of the day.
This would be the, doing quick math here, 6th time that Oregon has gone to Game 5 this season, and 2nd time against Missouri S&T. Remember, the Miners won this matchup the first time around. This, by the way, would be the 3rd time for Missouri S&T. Can they do it again to the Ducks? Oregon has so much going their way now, especially after that late goal in Game 4. Imminent kind of taking a bit of a back seat, and Leland and Duskippy have answered the call. Leland skies run to the backboard. Imminent take it off the field. And that's why Leland and Duskippy have stepped up. They've had to, because it's been a focus for S&T to get Imminent off the field, but he wins the challenge here. Got Leland in front, and the ball blocked away by Sugar. Great pass out to Duskippy, though, and Bernie pops this away as well.
Good work for Bernie, but the pressure doesn't stop here. Oregon looking for a way in. Duskippy pop. Can he follow it? Flip reset. We see it, but Sugar was there. Leland keeping this in play. I love the consistent offense from Oregon, but the defense there from the Miners to meet it every single time. First minute has been mainly Oregon pressure. As in Missouri S&T trying to hold them off. They've been trying to hold them off all series long and trying to close things out, but man, has Oregon come alive.
4 more minutes like the one we just saw, and this is going to be a runaway for the Oregon Ducks. They will get shots on target like this. Imminent does it again.
Imminent just finds it. He just finds a way here. You see the touch out. That's a 50. That pitch is in your net. Nothing you can do about it.
Just don't lose the 50.
Ducks on the lead.
Easy. Don't lose the 50. Easiest thing in the world. Time. Did he get the flip reset? No. And at least jam that up in the corner. Now just Skippy. Oh boy, he was given a lot of space. He didn't have much to work with. I don't think S&T knew that. Imminent will play this all the way across. Time is there for it. Actually kicked that out well to Bernie, but another great win by Imminent. They can't beat this guy. That bounces away. How about the spin that had to bounce out that bar?
Yeah, it bounced right off the corner. That was wild. But this may end up being a great chance here for Missouri S&T. Time gets knocked away by Leland. Bernie trying to stop this in front. But no, Sugar and Time both next to each other. Transition here from Oregon. Can I get it? No. Time. Goal line stop.
Oh, Bernie, that is not where you want to play that ball. And he's lucky that somebody accidentally stopped it from going there. It keeps this game within reach, perhaps. Though the Missouri S&T offense has struggled. Bernie, oh, that bounces out. Time waiting for his moment to turn in. Imminent is up, and he got the clear just ahead of Sugar. Bernie now still has Sugar downfield. Popped one over, but nobody else is there. Duskippy out of harm's way for the time being, and that's a big clear coming out of Imminent. It springs Leland downfield. One more touch goes wide. Imminent thought about it, and did you see everybody from Oregon? They are from S&T. They froze as soon as Imminent even thought about turning on that ball.
Yeah, and Imminent decided against it. Now he said, I'm going to try to create a play by myself, go through all of you, but can't do it just yet. Missouri S&T caught feet flat, and it could cost them the series. Still a minute 38, though, left in this Game 5. Time here for Time and the Miners to see if they can at least tie this one up. It's only a 1-goal game.
It's only Duskippy at the back, but he fends off the entire Missouri attack. Now Imminent over Sugar. Bernie's got to get back there and read it well, which he did. Beat Imminent to one of those pennies. It was very important. He needed that extra thrust. Now Time. Oh, Leland did a good job keeping that out of harm's way, but he's thrown it across. Bernie's right there, and he goes off of time.
What?
No goal. Are you kidding me? Oh, that's heartbreaking.
That was it. That was the play. I don't understand. That's the one that should go in, but they're gonna shake it off and try to go in. But now this is dangerous. Bernie, very careful with that play. But the pressure from Oregon not done just. This should be a tied up game, Stacks.
It should be, and instead it may be game over. Imminent is lurking, but that goes off to the side. And Imminent is up and out of the play. Maybe a chance for the Miners, but the Skippy keeps that ball jammed in the zone. Leland waiting out in front, and Imminent where exactly he needs to be. Way behind the play to come up and dump it back in, but Time won that challenge. He's got Imminent tailing him, and no boost to work with. Even if he could go for a demo, it would just be a bit of a whimper at the goal line. Now they're down to 10 seconds. Bernie got to launch this towards the net. He does not. Time can't get it in front. Missouri S&T does not have a plan, and they don't have any time left, and they don't have any lives left. Oregon pulls off a reverse sweep.
5 game sets have been the name of the Ducks. They did it against LSU, and a reverse sweep here. Ducks quack back to secure the Game 5 victory.
Oregon in Game 5 is now, I believe, 4-2 in their deciders on Champions Field. This is an Oregon team that, that's just, there's no team that has gone to Game 5 more than the Oregon Ducks over the past, I don't know, 2 calendar years. It has been insane. And they do it yet again. I think everybody kind of knew. Once we got to Champions Field, Missouri S&T was really up against it. All that experience paying off for the Ducks. And they go through yet again. Just unbelievable stuff.
It genuinely is unbelievable. But, you know, again, that's just how I feel how the Ducks operate. They are a team that has a slow start, tries to figure out, okay, what's working, what's not working, and then slowly, okay, let's try this, let's try this. And like I said, in that Game 3, they found the blueprint. And after that, it was all over for Missouri S&T. They could not get things under control and ended up dropping the series.
A lot of matches left for the Oregon Ducks to play. They move up to 6-4, knocking on the doorstep of a team like UT Dallas, who was Herculean tonight. We'll go back to the desk with FDOT and the boys to talk us all through it and end out our show.